Today, I've got the 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander Limited All-Wheel Drive Hybrid, and I'm ready to show y'all how it performs on the road. Hopefully I won't get a ticket while I'm on my way to pick up my kids from soccer practice. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to SparkPlug TV. My name is Chris and I do car reviews for literally everybody, not just car enthusiasts. Please don't forget to like this video, comment something down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video, which is whenever I can. Thank you so much. Honestly, now that I'm kind of looking at it without holding a camera because it's sitting up on top of my head, I actually really love the way that it looks. It's really kind of gorgeous. And like I said in my last video, the front end is just so commanding. And especially these giant tires and these wheels, they're also equally as commanding. Now, one thing I forgot to mention in my last video, because there's a lot to go over in this car, is the fact that I really like the fact that not only does it have hands-free locking and unlocking up front, but it also has it in the back as well. So I think that's going to be a really convenient feature for families, especially when you're getting a kid in and out of the car in the back. You can unlock the car. You can actually unlock the entirety of the car with the back seat. But let's go ahead and get inside Miss Grand Highlander and let's take her out for a little spinny poo. A lot of beeping. Toyotas love to beep. All right, let's put her into drive. This really is as ergonomical as I said it was in the last video. Now, this one does, of course, have the 2.5 liter transversely mounted 4-cylinder engine that outputs 245 horsepower and has an all-wheel drive drivetrain. All right, here we go. That's it. I mean, it just kind of feels like it just feels like it's high revving, and then it just stays like at a higher RPM till it gets you to the speed, and then it just drops off. There's really not a whole lot of like in between, and you know, it doesn't feel like you're going from first to second to third, etc. Like it just feels like it's one long drawn out note that takes a little bit longer than you would like to get there. Now, I'm not on the whole powertrain entirely because, to be honest, I think I've said this about other Toyotas in the past, but this, I think out of all of the ones that I've tested, this hybrid powertrain has got to be the most seamless integration between ICE and EV that I've ever experienced. I mean, you legitimately cannot feel the engine turn on and off. But I think the one thing that is interesting about the hybrid powertrain itself is that, you know, it was like 22 degrees this morning, and the engine does immediately turn on so that it will heat up the engine and heat up the car, etc. But it still won't actually use the engine to power the vehicle, you know, under 25 miles an hour. So like you can actually the only time that you can actually so my point is that the only time that you can feel the powertrain is when it is shifting from the EV into, you know, handing the front wheels over to the internal combustion engine. But again, it's not that bad. It's really not. Like on the open road like this, but you know, in a speed limit of like 45 miles an hour, there is really not a whole lot of handoff going on. Like it is so seamless. Not only is like the second and third row going to be a huge selling point for the Grand Highlander, I think one of the other large selling points for the Grand Highlander is just how supple and comfortable this ride is and how quiet it is. Now you can hear the engine note, of course, but it is just so quiet. It is just so comfortable. It's comfortable to the point that I have actually looked forward to driving this. Now, you know, of course, it's not the most dynamic. It's not the quickest, you know, I just talked about the powertrain in that sense, but from an A to B point of view, it's really nice. But it's also like kind of agile. I think with the fact that it has such an insane turning radius, this has a 19-foot turning radius. The Lexus UX has a 17-foot turning radius. That is a subcompact. This has a 2-foot larger turning radius than a subcompact. I mean, when I first got in this car, I was floored at how small the turning radius is. I mean, it's really insane. But like right now, like I'm in EV mode, and it's just like, it's just so nice because like I'm going downhill. You know, I'm averaging 27.7 mpg. I'm not gonna really throw it around that much in this video because that's not really what this is meant for. I think the other thing that I forgot to mention in the last video is that the only kind of weirdness I think that I feel in the Grand Highlander is just the seating position is a little odd. Maybe I'm just not used to the seating position, but I do feel a lot higher up than I normally would in, say, my truck or something else, you know? I mean, I just think that there is, it's very high up, like in the front, and I don't know if it's like that in the passenger seat, but that's not to say that the seats aren't comfortable because, again, coupled with the relaxed driving nature of it and the quiet, supple ride of the suspension, you know, the seats also kind of add to that supple luxury nature that is in tune with the Grand Highlander. I don't know, y'all. I don't really have anything else much to say about this other than like, I really actually kind of, but there's something just so pleasant about driving this. Like, it is just, I'm happy to take, I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's absolutely massive. And you can feel how big it is when you drive it. But it's just so pleasant to drive around town. I mean, there's really no qualms about it. Other than the transmission and the engine note, it really just ticks all the boxes that I have for, you know, kind of like a daily commuter. I mean, quiet, it's intuitive, it's supple, you know, and I think that these are gonna be my final thoughts. I mean, and you can get the fully loaded one for 60K. That's not that bad. You know, the fully loaded one comes with a bit more, it comes with a few more features, but I mean, you really do get a lot of bang for your buck in this car. So I think I'm gonna actually end the video here. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video. I'm gonna put it into sport mode. Oop, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hey Sparks, thanks for watching today's video. Do you want more SparkPlug TV content? Then you can choose one of these 3 options. Right over here. The middle button is to subscribe to my channel, so please do that. Right over here. These 3. I can't see them in real life, but they're right here.